More cowbell, fun drum lessons with Ned Smith. Bass drum take 2. So this is the beginning bass drum technique, and it's really good for eighth note style bass drum parts, where you're not going goom 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 cha goom goom cha, but like goom cha goom cha goom goom, you know, that kind of thing. And so, and here's what it trains you to do. It trains you to work with the physics of the spring. So sorry, my mic maybe is too close here. Let's see, check 1, 2. So before we even look at my bass drum, I just finished a long day of teaching about 2 minutes ago. And so I think this is the best thing I have right now, to pretend like it's a drum head. Oh, look what I've got. Okay, so this is the bass drum head, let's say. And this is the bass drum beater. So see how my bass drum beater is right against the drum head here? This is the first way to learn how to use the physics of the spring of the bass drum pedal. So how do you do this? How do you hold the beater against the head all the time? It's actually very relaxing. What you're going to do, which your body's going to say no to, is you're going to put your weight of your leg on the ball of your foot. Now, this seems really obvious to me now, you know, like after 1 million years of doing this. But to my new students, this blows their minds. And there are a lot of different troubleshooting points to find out why they're not putting the weight of their leg onto the ball of their foot. But if your weight of your leg is on the ball of your foot, on the bass drum pedal, the beater won't leave the head. So if the beater is like wiggling above the head, that means the weight of your leg is on your chair. If it's like this, the weight of your leg is on the ball of your foot. To do that, you raise up your heel, and the ball of your foot, just let me show you on my hand. Here are my toes. Here is the ball of my foot. Okay? That's where you put the weight, right here. On the ball of the foot. That's where the weight is going to go on your pedal. All right. I'm doing this before I'm showing you the pedal because I just feel like my students go blind when they see that pedal. All right? And I think it's just kind of an overload for human beings. So I wanted to say that stuff to you first, and now I'm going to show you my pedal. This is a side view. This is a side view. Okay, see how my heel just left my pedal? I did not lift up my leg from my hip. My hip is totally relaxed. My thigh is, let's take a look at it. Check this thigh out. My thigh, whoop, 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 whoop. It's totally relaxed. See that? Now watch my heel down there. Up it goes. That's because I contracted with my calf muscle. So this is just like as if you were standing here like this and you jumped using your calf muscle. And maybe you, if you're like me, you're barely strong enough in your calf muscle to get your foot to get light on the floor. Like, I don't like go up a couple of inches or anything like that. It's more like I go up about that much. Okay. So that's my relaxed thigh. Remember that. Now watch this. Copy me. Lift from your hip. Feel your thigh. See how firm it got compared to when it was relaxed? Let your hip and leg go down. Okay, now contract your calf muscle here, and up goes your heel. All right? Feel your thigh. That's how it's going to feel. This is a very relaxing thing. All the good techniques are, unless you're doing screaming fast. And then, you know, if you work long enough at it and you're careful enough, you'll even get relaxed at that. Back to the side view of my foot. This is my other foot. Back to the side view of my foot. Okay. So I'm going to move this other foot out of the way. Maybe it gives better contrast if it's up here so you can see under there because of that white. Okay. So now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to contract my calf even more. But first, let's look at where the bass drum beater is. The one you see swinging is for my left pedal. So now I'm touching the one that my leg is pressing against the head. Remember how we were pushing that drumstick against my bucket? Right? Now we're achieving that down on the bass drum. Okay. Let's go back. Side view. We're about to hit the drum just to let you know. And tell me, is my mirrored bass drum head driving you crazy? Do you think it's cool? Do you think it's helpful? Let's see what you think, okay? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to contract my calf even more, which is going to make my leg bounce up like this. And then I'm going to let that beater come back a ways and let the spring help me. I am not going to do this. I'm not going to lift up with my ankle like this. I'm going to bounce up, and when I get up high enough, I'm just going to, the beater's going to follow me up in the air. Now when I contract my leg, with only the weight of my leg on my foot, my calf muscle can throw me up in the air, throw my leg up in the air. See that? Watch this. This is all loose. My calf muscle does this. Watch. See? Calf muscle throws me up in the air, just like we were trying to do that hop when our legs were straight. Nothing else could lift us up in the air. If you want a reminder of that, it's very therapeutic to just stand up and try to do a hop using only your calves because your legs are completely straight. Okay? Now your leg's bent, but all your weight of most of your body, your other leg, your stomach, back, shoulders, head, all that weight's on the chair. And all the weight of your leg is on the ball of your foot. And the ball of your foot can handle it because your feet can carry your whole body, right? Okay, so this is really easy for your foot. So now squeezing your thigh to make sure that it doesn't tighten up, and you lift it with your back and with your thigh and with your hip muscles and your butt and everything. Just bounce this so you don't do that. Get ready to lift with your calf. Whee! Like that. See what I'm doing? Woo! Woo! Okay, now side view. Can't see my hands very well doing this up here in the corner, left hand upper corner on my thigh. You can't see it very well in the mirror of my bass drum. Here we go. Is that mirror helping you or is it hindering you? Let's see what happens next. Okay, so now I'm going to contract that calf. Contracting the calf. I'm not helping at all from back on my butt and my back and my chair and all that kind of stuff. This is all happening here at the pedal with the only hinge that's getting worked is my ankle, and that's just because of the throw up. It's not because I do something like this. And this is, I see it all the time. This is what the human body wants to do. And this is also what the human body wants to do. Butt, back, thigh. So this is bad for your back. It's bad for your thigh. And I always know my students are doing that when they say, is there going to be a time when my leg doesn't hurt as much? And I say, which part of your leg? And if they describe up here, the answer is no, unless you learn to use your calf to bounce your leg up. And then if they ask if it's the calf and they say, is this ever going to go away? The answer is yes. This is very natural. Your calf will get stronger. Okay. You can also do some exercises. You can use ankle boards to do, let me just show you my front Should I grab one? Here, I'll be right back. Unplanned prop moment. Okay, you can get an ankle board with a nice shallow ball on it. This one is about 2 inches tall, I think. I don't have anything to measure it with right now. Okay, so you get on here with your foot and you rotate like this, and this keeps all your muscles in your lower leg, but even all the way up to your hip. It keeps them all really balanced with each other. You don't try to do this. This is like a stretching and strengthening exercise all in itself by having it touch all the way around. And you just start by doing 4 in one direction and then 4 in the other direction with your foot, your toes up closer to the front of it, and trying to really balance it out so it doesn't feel extra strenuous on one side or the other side or the front or the back. You balance it out and then you rotate like this, and this will keep your legs healthy, because drumming will make you too strong in certain muscles and the other muscles will just kind of get shorter, and then you'll have imbalanced muscles around your ankles and start to bring harm to your joints and stuff like that. But if you do this kind of a thing, you'll be really tough, and you'll also, like, if you accidentally step with just a couple of toes and part of your foot on a curb and the rest of your whole body weight is off the curb, you'll be so strong from doing this that your ankle won't go crack, falling to the side. You won't what they call roll your ankle. I know this from experience. It really works. Okay, I'll BRB. I used to do calf raisers. Excuse me, it's a little too close, huh? I used to do calf raisers on the stairs to strengthen my calves, but they were probably already too strong compared to my shin muscles and the side muscles on my legs, on my lower legs. And so the calf raisers just kind of made that over strengthening and under strengthening problem on the balancing muscles more pronounced. But the ankle boards, man, they are great. Okay, so back to the pedal. Side view. Nope, side view. There we go. You did not see that? That's a different technique? Okay, so that's that hop thing, right? So here we are in the right side. I stand up, see how my legs are straight? Now try to hop. Get like me, get like me. Now try to hop. Just with your calf muscles. Now, maybe your calves are so strong or you're so light, you're like pixie weight or something like that you can bounce up in the air. That's exciting. And you can use that in your drumming, okay? But you can also use this. You can also use this if you're like me and you can't bounce up, more than just a blip off the carpet that I'm doing. That's plenty, okay? So now when you use that same kind of strength, you'll just bounce right up with that pedal. And that spring will follow you. Burn, burn, like that. Burn, okay? Great. I'm going to do another exercise along with me video about this next. Okay, so this is bass drum 1, technique 1, this heel up, push the beater against the head until you need it. So here's a drum beat. So see how that bass drum beater just waits until the last possible millimoment. Just stays on that drum. See that wiggle? Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Now you probably have noticed the leg tronome. Leg tronome. It's like a metronome. My foot was moving like this. And every once in a while, I'd bounce up higher with my calf muscle. Barn. Sorry, I'm just bumping the drum with my other beater. I'll take my foot off of that. Okay, now you get the idea. And that's what we're going to get into in the next video. Ba-bong. Okay, thank you.